Clipping, full stop, are a noise rap outfit. Noise and rap. What an unlikely combination. Clipping have found favour with yours truly in the past with their first two fantastic records, Mid-City and Clipping with No Eyes. However, it did take me a while to really adjust to the unusual approach to hip-hop music. Because I reckon a couple of years ago, I wasn't familiar with hip-hop at all, and neither was I familiar with noise or experimental music. So to enjoy a musical outfit that combined both of those things would have been a challenging listen for me at the time. But honestly, after a while, it clicked. Actually, no, it clipped. The grimy, dirty, noisy, chaotic instrumentals that Clipping put on their hip-hop tracks were really just a creative way of translating some of the brutalities of a gangster rapper's lifestyle into music. It seemed that the ear-piercing noise and clattering of the beats were a perfect accompaniment for Daveed Diggs' caricature of the violence and sex and drug-filled life of the narrator who he was portraying. And of course, Daveed Diggs has a sick flow. But Daveed's award-winning involvement with the Broadway musical Hamilton, that seems to have had an influence on his new album here, Splendor and Misery. And on this album, Clipping sound like they're presenting some sort of mid- and a post-apocalyptic sci-fi theatrical tale. Like the Interludes, for example, which are fuzzy and filled with static, sort of like radio transmissions every now and then. Many tracks also bring some ominous humming horns, and the last track brings on an organ as well, which does make quite a lot of this album feel very cinematic. It's a story which ascends from a desolate, sparse landscape to one at the end which kinda has the similar atmosphere, but it does at least have a little glimmer of hope. That story was very well executed on this album, and that is what really captivated me. The thing is, with the lead single from this album being the track Baby Don't Sleep, which is without a doubt Clipping's most confusing, chaotic track yet, it gave me two expectations for the album. One, the track would probably make more sense in the context of the album, and two, it would be a hint that Splendor and Misery would have some of Clipping's most challenging music yet. And both of those expectations were fulfilled. Weirder flows, weirder rhythms, sometimes this a cappella blues song that comes in on tracks like A Long Way Away and Story 5, which sound beautiful. Daveed Diggs rapping sometimes sounds like the narration for some sort of sci-fi film. So I'm probably going to give this album an 8 out of 10.